Summer's here, and today I'm going to show you perfumes that are perfect to wear throughout the summer that are going to last. At least they're long lasting on me. So let's get into it. The first one is something very different from, I think, all of the other ones basically. This is a very clean and fresh perfume that is a beast. So this is Yin Transformation by the Harmonist. This is the Parfum version. And this one has main accords of floral, creamy, and sweet with notes of rose. There's mandarin, almond milk, ylang ylang, white musk. There's iris in here. And this one is so beautiful. It just smells clean. It smells so clean is what I'm going to tell you. But it is quite creamy, which is why it reminds me of like a shower gel or like a body lotion. It has this sort of feeling to it, and the florals in here are so perfectly chosen because none of it is harsh. A lot of times those very clean scents tend to be a little bit sharp because of the florals. Here there is nothing harsh. It just smells so luxurious, so clean. There is something in here, I don't know if it's the sandalwood or what, that almost reminds me of like pencil shavings, which is why to me it's very unisex actually. And I don't know, it says sweet in here. To me it's not very sweet, honestly, but every time I wear it I get a compliment. My husband loves this perfume, and you can smell yourself for so long, and also everyone else is going to smell you. I wore this perfume to very special occasion types of events, and I was not sure about it because it's such a clean, fresh smell, but still I felt very on. Then we have a very, in my opinion, underrated perfume, which wasn't released too long ago. This is Prada Paradoxe Intense. I'm not the biggest fan of the original version, however, this smells so different from the other one, and this is so strong. So this one has main accords of sweet, floral, and fruity. There is pear in here, neroli, jasmine, and then the base is a lot of synthetic notes with vanilla. And to me, there's also like a moss note, and I can smell the moss. At first, you get like juicy pear, which does smell a little synthetic, and then you get those florals, which are very plush and sweetened with a very sweet vanilla, almost leaning in a generic version, but because of those synthetic notes like the ambrofix, it gets more modern and a little bit more niche, and it's just an addictive smell to me. It's not your typical fruity floral scent. It does smell different enough for me, and this one lasts. Wow, when I smell it on someone I immediately know what it is, and I can smell that person for a long time. A classic, but I have to tell you about it because it's just the perfect scent for this video. This is Delina by Parfums de Marly. I could have shown you the La Rosée or the exclusive versions because I have all three of them, and I wear all three of them throughout the year, and they are all long lasting, which is amazing. This is so good. I don't know why anyone hates this perfume. I cannot see it because in real life, I have never experienced anyone saying, no, I don't like it. It was always, what is it? Especially men adore this perfume, but also women. I don't know why it is so controversial, but to me, it's not. It's just beautiful. This is the perfect summer scent, the perfect wedding scent as well. And this has main accords of floral, fruity, and sweet. And this has notes of rhubarb and lychee, a lot of rose, peony, and vanilla, and cashmere in the base with loads of other notes. But this is what I get mainly. It's a beautiful, creamy, fresh, and sweet take on rose. A modern rose, and then you get this creamy, smooth, elegant vanilla. It's not this type of vanilla. It's more airy, it's more smooth, it's more refined. But this sour rhubarb lychee combination in the top is just so good. I personally love rhubarb scents. There's one from Hermès, something rhubarb, and I adored that perfume, but that one lasts about 30 minutes on my skin. This one I smell the whole day through. Same goes with this one. This is so strong. This is Teriaq by Lattafa, and this was released this year, so this is a new release, and this has main accords of sweet gourmand and creamy, with notes of caramel, apricot, bitter almond, honey. There's also rhubarb in here, which I do not smell. Labdanum, leather, vanilla. This to me is a super creamy, fruity vanilla perfume that goes in like almost like a spicy, powdery direction. It definitely smells a lot like La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier, but I prefer this one. The other one just is a little bit too sharp on me. This one is a lot more refined and creamy. There is a new one by Kayali, which is called Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I have a sample of that one, and this one reminds me a lot of Kayali. Kayali for me is a little bit more complex, but this one is longer lasting. So if you want like a super fruity, sweet, creamy scent, check this one out. To me, I get a lot of caramel, so you have to be careful if you are sensitive to caramel scents. This to me pulls a lot in the caramel direction, actually, which is why I don't wear it too often. I think I have to wait a little bit, but this one is a beast. And actually, I adore the packaging, and this was very inexpensive. Another one that is not your typical fruity, floral, sweet scent is Tilia by Marc-Antoine Barrois, and this one got recommended to me, and this one is so good. This is definitely unisex to me. This has main accords of floral, fresh and sweet, with notes of linden tree, ambroxan, broom, heliotrope, woody notes, vetiver. This to me is so hard to describe, actually very hard to describe. A lot of people say it smells like fleur narcotique, valaya, and I feel like it does, but to me it's a lot more unisex, a lot more fresh and woody, with slight floral and sweet touches. Yeah, that's the best way I can describe it, and this one is so long lasting. The other ones are long lasting, but not as much as this one, but I could have chosen Valaya as well. That one is a little bit more sharp. This one is, as I said, a little bit more fresh woody and longer lasting. A classic for summertime, in my collection at least, is Lancome Idole Aura. And this one has main accords of floral, sweet and creamy, with notes of fleur de sel, bergamot, a lot of roses, and a lot of vanilla. This is I always tell you, it just smells like a dessert. It smells like a vanilla custard with sea salt and then some rose water splashed into it. This is what it smells like. It's so creamy, it's so floral, it's so sweet, it's so beautiful. It's simple in the best way possible, so unique, and as I said, still simple and easy to wear, long lasting. Women love this. I get a lot of compliments every time I wear it, and a lot of people around me bought it because they smelled it on me and they loved it. I have to show you this one because this is one of the most long-lasting beast mode perfumes in general in my collection, but it's astonishing because this is a summer scent. So this is Hibiscus Mahajad by Maison Crivelli, and this is so super strong. This has main accords of floral, sweet and fruity, with notes of hibiscus, blackcurrant, vanilla, rose. It has hibiscus tea as well, leather, spearmint, pomegranate, cinnamon, It has the same perfumer as Delina, and a lot of people compare it to Delina. I see it, but it's not the same at all. To me, Delina is so much more easy. This is so complex. It's a lot more niche. It's a lot more complicated. There is some depth in here, almost challenging. Maybe it's because of the cinnamon and the spearmint and the leather mixing with those fruity floral notes, but this is definitely a sour fruity scent. I can definitely smell blackcurrant mixed in with a lot of vanilla, but then you get this depth, as I said. There's embred seeds in here as well. It's so interesting, and with this one you only need like 1 to 2 sprays and that's enough. And the last one is definitely the weakest out of all of them, but still it's quite strong, especially when it comes to this brand and the price. So this is by Comptoir Sud Pacifique. It's called Vanille Coco. I don't know if everything by this brand is as long lasting as this perfume, but I was quite surprised when I first sprayed it, because I thought this was going to be like a 30 minutes kind of thing. But I sprayed it in the morning and I could still smell myself in the afternoon. This is very simple. This is a powdery vanilla and a very creamy sweet coconut. This is what you get. If you crave something like that, check this one out. Also, this is very beautiful to layer with a lot of other perfumes. Maybe if you have something like this, which is long lasting and fresh and clean, and then you mix it with this one, you get like a tropical version of this. Maybe I should try it out right now with you guys to see how I like it. The Vanille Coco is something I don't think a lot of, but I should, because it's just so simple and something so clever to have in your collection to top off and make, as I said, everything a little bit more sweet and tropical and coconutty. It's actually very beautiful, but I think you have to spray a lot of this because this one is so strong, but I do really like it. Okay, so this was my list, short and sweet for me, but I hope you liked it. Let me know which perfumes in your collection are super long lasting and you love to wear in summertime, and I hope you have a beautiful summer, and I see you in my next video. Bye.